The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Atlanta Falcons. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway.
Let's go,
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry now for Jordan Howard. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Sliding out of the pocket. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now Wentz. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. The 20. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. A long way to go in this one. I'm sure that's not the only score we'll see today, but to jump out like that, very good.
Yeah, everyone wants to set the pace. You know, in a game like this, you want people chasing you. You don't want to be the team chasing them. That's exactly what they did.
Bryant's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Wentz, and he connects with Ertz. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
From the 38, Wentz, and his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, and it's 3rd and short. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on third down. Shotgun now for Wentz. The Sanders has got it complete. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. They'll run on first down. Sanders. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
From the 27th, Wentz, and Matthews makes the ground. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 16.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wentz. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 16-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
But he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. Rolling to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He had 2 catches in the wild card game, and he's matched that total in the first quarter here in this one. And a first down as well. These 2 teams all tied after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On first down, it's Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion. Kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Caught by the tight end Ertz. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end, and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Now it's Ryan. And he finds a man with a crossing route. A gain of 32 that time. The previous play, big on the ground. That one big through the air. Things have jumped up quickly.
Certainly appears that whatever their thought process is on the defensive side of the ball, they're one play behind. You know, loaded up for the pass.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. It's a second down run with Sanders. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. The Eagles on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop him for a loss of 4. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
On first down, they run with Howard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Come on, baby.
On second down now, it's Howard. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10.
Check 50. Check 53 is mine. Hey, kill. Hey, 4 Tokyo.
Throwing now is Wentz. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Vic Beasley. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And this is going to be intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 47. Some strong running at the 20. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Ryan dancing to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. They'll come out in the pistol.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Tight go. Check 52. Watch it. Hey, express.
They'll try and run. Freeman. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The kick by Bryant is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And now here is another interception. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And once more, he was looking for Alshon Jeffrey. A final shot before half for Wentz. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
Get ready.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, check. Check 4.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line.
25, 20.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And finding the tight end Hooper. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down.
20.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones there to make the grab. And the Falcons push further out in front. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a very good return, but a penalty marker is down. I'm not sure what this is going to be. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
After the sack on first down, Wentz spurts over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. On first down, Wentz. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Wentz again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that is very well done there as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Freeman again. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 16 yards, a first down. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Looking to throw on second down. Ryan. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Derek Barnett in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
To try again after the sack. Ryan. Dorsett's got it. But he is out of bounds inside the 35. 22 yards there, a first down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zach Brown gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. He had the option there, decided to keep it, exposed himself and fumbled it.
Yeah, and you worry about the hits he's going to take in that situation. In this case, not only does he take the hit, he coughs the ball up, as you noted.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play that time, Wentz to Matthews. 49 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Wentz on the give to Sanders. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Wentz. And Matthews makes the ground. And they'll rally and stop him short of the 1st down at about the 6. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
81.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. This is caught by Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they decent field position and throwing that pick 6, we'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Throwing on second and long. Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And Jeffrey's got it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle. From the 41, Wentz. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 46. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw him through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Duke Riley in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Wentz now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.